Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Megaquarium. I am GeneralMing. We are here in, whatever that says. We're on a boat, basically, trying to build a aquarium. I spent a little bit of time between episodes just trying to get a layout figured out, which is why you can see that I have no money and a whole bunch of aquariums. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the game to try and get some money coming up while I do this, and I'm just not gonna worry about the prestige loss that's going to happen from all of the tanks looking a bit empty and sad. But in the meantime, let's go. Oh, research is done. Let's go ahead and just check out what I've done, basically. So the goal, if you look down the center, you can kind of see it, was to have it be mirrored on either side. Because I thought that would be cool. So I've got 4 lagoon tanks here, 88 capacity each. They are, I believe, as big as they can get. And then I should be able to fit enough filtration and stuff on this side to be able to run 2, and I'll do 1 on either side. And the idea, of course, is that the guests have to come in and come down this pathway here. It's kind of narrow. I'm not super thrilled about it, but I'm going to let it be like that anyway. Just because that's fine. It does look like people are leaving, so I'm going to have to set up some arrows and whatnot to keep them all going the right way. But then, once they get up to here, they can go up onto this jetty tank, and this one has the unicorn surgeonfish in it, and it will have more eventually once I can afford to do so. Coming up and around, they get to the one that had the humpback snappers. This will be eventually a food court that goes basically straight down this center line, so that nothing can pass through it, and then it'll be, you know, some will face this way and some will face that way so everybody can get to either side. Restrooms, this is the one for that side, these 3 are the one for that side. They can come up to here, and they have access to this deep wall tank, the Belfast tank in the back, the bridge tank in the center, and then another deep wall tank on the other side. And the idea here is that these 3 tanks are actually all going to be connected, which is why there's this extra space over here, because that is 84 twice plus an additional 275 in capacity. So hopefully I'll be able to get enough filtration in between those 3, or filtration and heating and whatnot onto those 3 to keep it all going. It does unfortunately mean these are going to have to be saltwater or freshwater all. Like, they're going to have to be entirely one or the other. Which is kind of lame, but, you know, it's the way it goes. I'll probably do these 4 as freshwater tanks. So this is just another 2 jetty tanks and then 2 more lagoon tanks. This area back here is going to be for the gift shop when that's eventually a thing. And that's pretty much it. That's the idea, that's the goal, so to speak. So I guess now the best thing to do, so we've covered that, is to let everybody level up. We're just going to keep everybody capping out on feeding first, and then we'll do everybody feeding, everybody fixing, and then start hiring more if we need to. This has poor filtration because that... Nope, I lied. It has poor filtration because everybody grew up. Okay, so if I were to sell you, feeding is still fine, which means I can grab a protein skimmer and plop it down. Should be okay, right? I'm gonna need to upgrade these with some better filters at some point. Oh, no, because now we're getting cold. Somebody needs to hurry up and get over here. Teresa, wherever you are, hurry up. I don't actually know where you are. There you are. I was had to go get a repair box from somewhere. I'll go ahead and grab a couple more of those because I feel like I've forgotten to do so. Put one there and we'll match it over on this side. One there. I would really love to be able to see the podium, which I don't have access to yet. But imagine if I could put a podium right here, so the guests would like stand here and watch. That would be really cool. Somebody needs to clean. We'll just hire Lorenzo, because he could do basically anything. So that'll work out well. Let's see, we could go ahead and put in some food and drink. Alright, so if we do that, and this is centered by the way, with a drink machine and a drink machine. Or sorry, drink of chocolate right there. That should be enough for that for now. I do need some benches. And the best way to do that is probably to do it like on the walls a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I would love to put stuff on the jetties. Need more padded benches. We can put one there, which means we can put one there, and then perhaps we'll do one like here and there. Next research. There should be enough benches, hopefully, to keep everybody satisfied for the time being. Science posters. Unlock the science poster, put one down with a tank that has a value of 300 science, we get a reward of 3,000 science. Solid. Cool. Science posters are now a thing I can research. If we check the point values, by the way, we can see that this tank already has 280 science value and, well, only has 51 out of 88 total capacity at the moment, so the idea would be then to just do a little bit more science in there when we get the opportunity. You'll eat soft coral, so that doesn't really work. You require a lot of space. You will eat small animals. And you don't like light. Okay, so that doesn't really work right now. But maybe sometime. We'll get like the polyps or something in the next tech and that'll solve that problem. Let's see, let's go ahead and just kind of work on getting everything set up for now. Do one here and one there. Alright, it's gonna be like a... My thought is basically that if I can spend an episode or two getting everything ready, which actually also means I should hire at least one more person who can fix things. Omar. Pick another research, give me the polyps. Give me Omar and Harry both. And you know what, just hire everybody, why not? Because this is going to be a lot of aquarium and they're going to have to be running around quite a bit. I'll set up zones at some point between episodes too, I think. You shouldn't be back there, how did you get back there? Get up. So, what I was trying to say is, my thought is that if I can get everything set up to be filtered and heated properly, or chilled properly, what have you, then that will sort of allow me to just jump to the end when it's time. Fingers crossed, anyway. You know what, let's move you out one, let's move you over one like that. We'll do the same thing over here. With the idea then being that I can grab a couple of power pumps. Plug one into that. Oh, research is done, so the next one. Plug you into that, and then I can actually connect you to here, and I can connect you to there. So now they've got 443 total capacity. And that's going to make heating a little bit of a challenge. But perhaps not that big of a challenge. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets me to 360 out of a lot. So that's actually not terrible. And then I can even do one tool dispenser. Research is done. Moon jellies. Second tool dispenser. I do want to try and do that as well, I think. The creasel tanks. I don't know where I'm going to put them. Maybe like right here and there? I don't know how big they are. The tanks are kind of on the big side. I don't love that. Might not be able to do these in this particular aquarium. But we can go ahead and grab the Daisy Star polyps and just toss in like 1, 2, 3 of you. And filtration now sucks again, but we can solve that by putting in another protein skimmer. No, okay. I think. Maybe not. You're gonna tell me that the polyps are, yeah, they're ecology figures. But it's fine, the cowfish does not eat soft coral, or any coral for that matter, so that's okay. You are a cold water, so that doesn't help me at all, even though you are science. You're a freshwater, so that's also not helpful. Animal-wise, I guess what we could do is just grab a few more tubular sponges, right? That'll work. It's not perfect, but it's certainly doable. Teresa, level up in feeding. Okay, so what I was trying to get done was this stuff over here. Heating is still a bit weak at the moment. And best way to do that is what? Maybe... let's try that. Sell you, sell you. Give me more pumps. Power pump. Plug one in, plug the other one in over here. And then give me the power combined. And the power combined. That still leaves me at 380, which is less than spectacular. But... I believe if I were to put one of these back on here, that solves all of those problems. And that means that I can grab a protein skimmer, toss it on that. That's okay for now. We'll probably still need more filtration. I'll have to like shoehorn something in back here probably, if I had to guess. Or like along the wall. But at least it's an attempt for the time being. So that does cover all three of those to keep them heated and filtered. This is going to be harder because I want these to be freshwater if I can. There we go. Okay, Lorenzo can now do literally anything. Cool. Do I want these to be freshwater, or do I want them to be cold water and then do these as freshwater? Kind of like that more, actually. Maybe even set that one up to be freshwater as well. So I need what? I need a couple of large chillers. Looks like 3 of each is enough. And I need a couple of protein skimmers. And then we'll see how much I need to actually add onto that moving forward. Science poster is done. Our machine. We can go ahead and get the science poster hooked up onto the thing. Perfect. Oh god, science poster with value of 300 science. Right. So that's a thing. We're gonna cheese this a little bit. And I'm just gonna put in... Wait, it's because it's not, it's by care, isn't it? So... what I need are things that are obscure. You should drive science up, maybe not. Do you have specific requisites? Wimp, Cave Lover, and Greedy gives me 150. I get rid of you. And I put another one on there. You change. You do change. Okay, so you do update. So I just need more things. So I could use like a bully, perhaps? Let's do one of you guys. You're up to 200. $250 and $350. Okay. So we get rid of that. We can put this on here one more time. That does the thing, right? Our filter is done, and I've got probably extra stuff baked away. But then I can get rid of you and you and you. Solves all of those problems. Which is what I wanted. And then sell you and replace you with what? That doesn't help me at all, actually. I guess put this back on it. Oh, you know what? No, I know what to do. Sell that, sell that. Protein skimmer on here. Large combine in the corner. Job's done. I'm quite curious now to know, because it says it only does 100, but I really want to know if that's accurate or not. I also don't actually need you. Goodbye. I'm curious to know if that's an accurate reflection, like if it's actually generating 350 or if it's only generating 50. Looks like it only makes 50, which is fine. Alright, so, where were we? We were making this better. And leveling up everybody. That's a thing. So, that has temporarily, I think, been resolved. Next step is probably get these two up and running the way I'm gonna want them, and I think I was gonna do these two as freshwater. Which means what? Freshwater animals, we have tropical freshwater, we have no cold water freshwater, because that's not really a thing. I mean, I guess you have like, I don't know, trout. I think trout would be a cold freshwater fish. So these guys all require acid or sometimes not acid. So we basically want two tanks, right? We want a basic tank and or a neutral tank and an acidic tank. Oh. Okay. And that does mean then that I don't think I can combine the two in terms of filtration. So if we grab an RO machine and we put it like right there. Do two of them to cover all of the acidity of the tank. That's good. And now if I were to grab that to convert to freshwater and then sell it so that it's no longer an acidic tank but it's still a freshwater tank. That's good. And then we need to do heating and filtration on both. Which means probably what? Pump onto that for sure. And just tuck a large heater into the corner because that solves all of the heating requirements. And then I need freshwater filters. All I can use is the basic filter at the moment. 2 of them should be enough to keep that well filtered, I think. Honestly, 1 of them might be enough. That's probably actually a terrible thing. I might need to redo that. Now let's go ahead and get a second one up over here. Tuck it into the corner, that's fine. Do the same thing. Give me a power heater in the corner, and then we'll just do the 2 large filters for the time being. So that's an acidic tank, that's a basic tank. Oh, sorry, that's a acidic and a neutral tank. Basic technically is a different thing. Okay, so that's those 2 probably set. I think that means the only one left to do is this one over here, which I will do at the start of the next episode. So, until then, thank y'all for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the series. This shouldn't take too long once everything is actually done. I'm pretty much just going to finish out the last filter set in the next episode, and then start populating tanks, and it's probably 2 episodes and we're done with this level, if I had to guess. But until the next one, catch you later. Adios, and bye.